Before we close it out, Jay, Olisa Ndah is confirmed to be out, I think, for the rest of this year. Themba Zwane might be out for even longer than that, maybe 4 to 6 months as Mangoba gave a prognosis. Who do you think is a bigger miss? Because we already saw with Pirates in terms of they don't have that leader, but Mshishi's always been that spark, right, for Sundowns. Who do you think misses who more? And whose absence basically has a bigger impact on the team?
So listen, I don't think there's anything like Ndah at Orlando Pirates. I don't think there's anything like Ndah in the entire league. Yeah. And as I mentioned, it's not just the fact that he's great defensively and in duels. He's great with the build-up. He's necessary in the build-up when playing out from the back. And he's also the vocal leader in terms of organizing that defense. Mm-hmm. Sounds blasphemous to say that because we're talking about Shikabala, and in Themba Zwane, in my opinion, I think that's the greatest PSL player we've ever had. It's debatable, but I think in terms of performance as well as accolades, he's it. And you would then think that if he goes down, what do you do? Sundowns tried to answer that question last season in the January transfer window. That's why you buy Lodge. But I think Sundowns do have a solution in the form of Lucas Ribeiro Costa. You do have someone who's playing the number 10. And he's purring in that position. And to start the season, Mshishi wasn't playing all that much in any case. And Sundowns weren't missing him because you do have someone to play that position in Lucas Ribeiro Costa. And if something does happen to him, you still have Lodge that you can go back to. We saw him make an appearance, his first appearance of the season against Golden Arrows. So I think Sundowns have better depth to deal with the absence of Mshishi, and it's quality depth. Whereas as much as you have national team players playing for Orlando Pirates in those centre-back positions, I don't think anyone is quite Olisa Ndah.
Yeah, I have to agree with you in terms of Olisa Ndah being the biggest miss. I think while he was partnered up with Sesani up until the Makesi game, obviously, which he wasn't playing in, Pirates had already conceded like 3 or 4 goals. And that's where we were winning the most of our games. The fact that we are showed up at the back. I mean, Sundowns are showed up as well at the back, but they're scoring a gluttony of goals. So you don't really, even if they concede 2 or 3, they'll score 4 or 5 and they're comfortable with that. So in terms of what we look like and how we play, I think Ndah is a big miss. We'll see if Koki can patch that up and make us look a bit better. But right now, it looks like a big miss. With Zwane, right, I think the idea of that question comes because sometimes we conflate or confuse the two ideas because he's a big miss for Bafana, but not for Sundowns. For Bafana, you can see that there's one size hole.
It's a big miss for Sundowns as well.
Yeah.
But not as much as it is for Bafana.
Yeah.
Because Bafana don't have
a 10 or don't have any other. We have to change system basically to try and negate the loss of Zwane maybe because we can't find that particular player who's going to play in the 10 role. Well, Sundowns, it's been smooth sailing with or without Zwane. He's been playing. He's been pivotal in certain games, but like for instance in the game against Chiefs wasn't necessarily their biggest player, whereas Ribeiro stepped up, so I think they've got depth and they've got quality, and thus far it's shown that they can cope without him. So I think the extended period of time is a tester because he's out for longer than Ndah, but I think the answer is still the same, that Ndah is a bigger miss for Pirates than Zwane is for Sundowns.